Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. We have seen the meaning of Mool Bandha, not a mechanical thing, but changing the direction of our thinking subjectively. Now, next comes the, it is said, Shusho Deshe Pratisthapya Sthiramasanamaatmanaha Nattuchritam Nadinijam Chailajana Kushottalam Tatre Kagram Manakrutva. In Yoga Shastra it comes that sit properly on the proper asan, let the back, the neck and head be in a straight line and be steady, straight. Now here the meaning of straightness, steadiness is told. Anganam samatam vidyat same brahmani liyate no neva samanatva rujutvam shushka vrukshvata. Anganam samatam vidyat same brahmani liyate. All our faculties must be merged in the absolute conscious existence. The sense organs, when you start the process of withdrawal through understanding, see what happens just now. We listen to the sounds, so we are at the periphery of our personality. Sounds are away, other than us. Then we focus attention on the silence. So we have dropped the ears. We have come to the mind. Now in the mind, we are not appreciating or depreciating the silence. Then we have come to the intellect. Now the intellect is not obsessed with sounds or silence. We go beyond the sound and the silence. This journey from the periphery to the center is meant here. Anganam samatam vidyat same brahmani liyate. This reality is common. Like for all the colors and forms, vision is common. For all the sense organs, the mind is common. For all the modifications of the mind, the intellect is common. For all the intellects in the world, the total intellect is common. And the energy behind the total intellect is common for this major intellect. And this energy belongs to the absolute reality. In this manner, everything goes back and merges in the absolute. Anganam samatam vidya same brahmani liyate. When we start, slowly, we start merging back to ourselves. This is called as Nada Sadhana. We take sounds like the names of the Lord. So all other names, everything are dropped. Then we take Om. Then we take Amatra, the silence between the Om. And we start liking this silence. And such people get disturbed with little bit of disturbance. We go one step further. Sound and silence remain equal. Sound is not a disturbance and silence is not a great achievement. So, hearing is happening, but because hearer is not created, hearing is not an issue. Because we have transcended the intellect. In short, Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, Shitoshna Sukhadukkeshu Jitatmanaha. When the complementary opposites dash against us, Jitatmanaha, mind remains absolutely untouched. And when the people come in our life in the form of honor, dishonor, it, honor doesn't make us hilariously happy, and dishonor doesn't make us miserably buried. No. That is called as Anganam Samatam Vidyat Same Brahmani Liyate. No chet. If this is not happening, see, no chet. No is not English word, it's a Sanskrit. Oh, this Upanishad knew also English. Yes, they knew English. Na-u becomes no. So, nachet, if this is not happening, then samanatvam rujutvam, then simply sitting steady without any movement, the teacher says, shushka vrukshavat, like a dead tree. Many of us have got this notion. Swamiji, now I can sit for meditation half an hour. I don't move at all. Simply sitting in one posture for long without disturbance, if that is achievement, all our buffaloes are the great yogis. We get disturbed even by a small little mosquito coming here and there. A truck comes in front of them. They look at the driver and say, so what? See, friend, Shushka Vrukshavat is not only the mechanical sitting like a dead stalk of the tree. Drishtim Jnanamayim Krutva Pashet Brahmamayam Jagat Sa Drishti Paramodhara Na Nasagravalokini. In the 6th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says that look at the tip of the nose. Sampreksha Nasikagram Swam Dishascha Navalokayan. In Bhagavad Gita, there are 108 jokes. If you have got the WQ, you know WQ? Wit quotient. We don't have even IQ, forget about it. So, this wit quotient will tell. Now, here is the biggest joke. When Bhagavan says, when you sit quiet, then Sampreksha Nasikagram Swam, then look at the tip of the nose. So, call your honey. The room they have put me is the honeymoon room. Moon is there, there is no honey. See? So, the Nasikagra. So, you said, okay, darling, come sit down. Why? I had to do meditation. Then do. No, but Gita told, look at the tip of the nose. So, look at her tip of the nose. Nasikagram Swam, your own. Okay, my own. See, it is extremely subjective. So, we keep on looking at the tip of the nose. And after some time, we become cross. Now here Bhagavan says very clearly, Drishtim Jnanamayim Krutva. Don't get carried away by the surface meaning of the words. Therefore it is said, Tad Vijnanatham Gurumeva Vigachet Samit Panihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Scripture should never be studied by one's own erudition and scholarship. Bhagavan Shankara's commentary on this is so supreme. He says, Shastrajnaha api. You may be highly qualified in your field. Shastrajnaha api swatantrena brahmajnana anveshanam na kuryat. Don't take liberty to study scriptures on your own. You will end up in more confusion than understanding. See, Because for every subject there is a language. And the language of these subjects is totally different. But if somebody says, no, I know English, therefore I can study computers, then you are told, okay, take the mouse. So you go with a trap in search of a mouse. Why? They told, take a mouse. Spelling is the same, word is the same, but the meaning is different. See, friends, if you remember, once we had a retreat here in that Good Shepherd's Retreat Center. And there was one gentleman, I don't know his name, Mac, this much, M-A-R-K, Mark, I think. Mark. He happened to attend, I said, attend, no problem. And we used to go for a walk, little hilly area. And he used to ask question to pull down. So every question, I was telling him a story. Second day, after those so many questions and stories, he said, you are my Jesus. He used to always tell, always through the stories, parables. Because the truth cannot be told. It is like this, it is like that. It is unlike everything. Comparison is possible if something is similar. Say, like we can say, oh, you are beautiful um, like the face of the moon with many black spots. You can compare that. Therefore, here we have to very clearly understand. Now, what is the drishti? Drishti doesn't mean go to the ophthalmologist and say, "Meri drishti dekho." No, drishti means vision. And what is the vision? Drishti jnanamayam krutva. Now, what is the vision of knowledge? See? This is called as intuitive understanding. We all see that the earth is flat, but we know it is round. We all see that the sky is blue, but we know it is not blue. So, what is the vision of wisdom? Although I see the sky as blue, although I describe it beautifully in the poetry, and yet in that description, I may be describing as blue sky, but yet I know the sky doesn't have color. Exactly the same way. That which is beyond obvious. This is what is here said. The drishtim jnanamayam krutva. Then what will happen? Paschet brahmamayam jagat. See, look upon the world as your own being. See, friends, this exercise is called in Kathopanishad as Laya Prakriya. See, there it is said, Yached Vang Manasi Pradnya Tad Yached Jnana Atmani Mahatini Yached Tad Yached Shanti Atmani. Drop the objects, drop the words, come to the mind, drop the mind, come to the individual intellect, drop the individual intellect, merge in the total intellect, go beyond that and be yourself. It's the process of like this telescopic antenna. It opens in a particular sequence. If it is a thread or a wire, and if you want to collapse it, it becomes entangled. But here it goes exactly in the opposite direction. Same way. Absolute reality, the infinite divine potentiality, then individual divine potentiality, then life, then mind, then sense organs, then objects. A telescopic protuberance. It goes back. This is Jnanamayam Drishtim Krutva. Therefore, everything begins from me. One old man asked me this question. Swamiji, these days I am having a lot of problem and fear. I say, never mind. My fear is about death. I said, don't be worried. I guarantee you will die. Fear means what? Whether I will die or I will not die. The option. You will definitely die. No, not that. What will happen to my wife, my property, my children when I die? I said, you are asking a wrong person. Ask him, them. They will tell. We are waiting. Go. Who wants us in this world? See, friends. The more you become contemplative, you come to know when I is not there, my wife has no existence. When I is not there, my property has no existence. My is nothing but extension of the I. If I is not there, nothing exists. If I die, my wife cannot be there. Because I am not there, whose wife? She will get married to someone else. Better. See, friends, life becomes so simple thereafter. All the problems become only because of two things. We consider ourselves to be finite, and the world is considered as other than us. These two factors generate a situation. The situation is called as desire. And see, in deep sleep, these two factors are absent. We have no sense of limitations, and there is no sense of otherness. Therefore, no desire. If we do not learn from our own experiences, who can help us? This is what is called as the real Atmadrishti. Drishti jnanamayam krutva pashyat brahmamayam jagat sa drishti paramodara na nasa gravalokini. See, nasagra, the tip of the nose. Now the question comes, which is the tip? Like suppose this is the mic. It has the two ends. This is one end, this is another end. Which end? Similarly, our nose has got two ends. One is this end, second is this end. Which one? This one or this one? Both one you do and you suffer. See, friends. Therefore, sadrushti paramodara na nasa gravalokini. Those people who get lost in this, they're too much body oriented. Instead of practicing yoga to get rid of the body identification, we get buried in that. Those who are lucky, fortunate, they get body problems in the old age. Then there will be dispassion for the anyway, I'm fed up, let it fall, who cares? But those who are healthy, no, Bhagwan Sri Krishna also lived for 125 years. I am only 106. See, friends, what will you do living long? Therefore, the real meaning of the yoga is come change your vision. And thereafter, it doesn't matter you are there or you are not there, the truth is the same. Na nasagravalokini. Then another meaning of this drishti is given. Drashtu darshana drishyanam viramo yatra va bhaved. Drishti tatraiva kartavya na nasagravalokini. Remove that thing. This smoke. Smoking is prohibited. How can you take it there out? I can tolerate tobacco smell, not this. Drashtu darshana drishyanam viramo yatra va bhaved. Where this triputi disappears. Three of them. Seer, seeing and seen. Drashtu darshana drishyana viramo yatra va bhaved. Where they disappear. Now see, I see this mic. In this perception of the mic, three factors are involved. This is a mic, it's a knowledge. And this is a mic, it is an object. And I know this is a mic, this is a subject. So I become the seer, object become the seen, and this is a mic, is the knowledge. So jnanam, jnata, jnanam, neya. These three things, where do they disappear? Go there. So first we start with the sound. Because the world is nothing but two factors only. Nam, Rupa, Jagat. Just see, these are the things you have to yourself recognize. They are not in the books. Mind cannot survive without the food of something finite. Mind disappears if the object is infinite. For example, Nama and Rupa, name and form. So when you are listening to the sounds, mind is awake. Now expose the mind to the silence only. Now how to expose to silence? Be absolutely indifferent to the sounds. Your mind will start suggesting something. Why waste time? Why not do japa? Or something past is remembered, or future worries. Keep on talking because mind cannot survive without sounds. And second thing, mind cannot survive without forms. The second experiment you want to do for yourself, when you go home or here itself, here it will be better. Switch off the lights. There will be absolute darkness all around. Sit in your bed comfortably. Keep your eyes open. Because the eyes are open, seeing is happening. Because there is nothing to see, therefore nothing seen. And because nothing is seen, there is no seer born. So what is that experience? Seeing without the birth of seer and seen. In this experience, mind dissolves. And because of this, every one of us get addicted to the TV screen or the mobile phones because both the things are there. Name and form. Mind gets strongly addicted. Starve the mind between the two, at least one. Silence. And as you slowly start exposing mind to the silence, slowly, like the ice cube dissolving in the waters without making any noise, in the same manner, the mind starts dissolving. But then what the mind does? Mind doesn't want to die. So the mind starts projecting. I am seeing Bhagwan Krishna has come. But Bhagwan Krishna has come with a bow and arrow. Is it a hybrid or what? See, these are all the tricks of the mind. Any objective experience that comes on our way, be indifferent. Don't fight. All that comes will go away. Therefore, drashto darshana drushyanam viramo yatra va bhavet. So when the sounds or the objects, forms, where do they dissolve? That is our essential nature. Yatra drushti tatraiva kartavya. Now become aware of that. When we become aware of formlessness, the vision is focused to infinite. And in between, whatever is seen, that is seen like the reflections in the mirror. Any reflection falling in the mirror, the mirror doesn't get disturbed. In the same manner, any sound or silence coming on the way, the mind doesn't get disturbed. Tatraiva drishti kartavya. It is here, remain in awareness. And don't coin any words for this. This coining the words I tell you. I won't tell you the people and organization, but experience I'll tell you. I was invited somewhere, I went with my friend. And we were sitting on the chair in the front row, so many people. And at Mahatma with pant, shirt, everything. And above, the big gown, like the Pope and all these people, inside their pant, shirt, upar, so only external. So came. When he came, pop, 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 dum, 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 everything, he sat. Then everybody was given flowers. I was also given. My friend who came with me, he was also given. Then everybody was supposed to go and offer flower and do namaskar to him. Everybody was doing, I went, Swami, you don't go. I said, shut up. I went and offered the flower, did namaskar. He didn't go. Swamiji, why you have to go? I said, look here. You take me to Hanumanji temple, whom I have never seen. It's only stone. To that I do namaskar. He is a sakshat manushya, human being. You are abnormal. I said, it is not my fault. See? And then started. You should feel. You should feel that all the audience. Then, and it was going on. All the holes were filled. Everybody became holy. Therefore, I'm telling, don't use any word. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa. The moment you talk, you are telling lies. You know, in Hindi, the word is jhuta. Once I was telling, see, I speak lies, don't trust me. In Hindi. मैं झूठ बोलता हूँ मेरे से बात मत करना. Swamiji, why do you say like that? I said, I prove it. Anything which touches our tongue, suppose I take the spoon and put in my mouth. He say it is jhuta. My tongue has touched this. When you talk about Paramatma, your tongue is used, jhoot. Talk about the world, tongue is used, jhoot. Therefore, maunam vyakhya prakatita para brahma tattvam yivanam. Keep silent. And that silence is not opposed to sounds. But mind cannot survive without names and forms. One lady one day asked me this question, Swamiji, don't make fun of me and don't give my example in your lectures. I said, all right. And the question was, Swamiji, I love you so much. I don't know what to call you. Sometimes I feel you are my brother. Sometimes I feel you are my friend. Sometimes I feel you are my father. I said, look here. प्यार को प्यार ही रहने दो रिश्तों के नाम न दो don't create relations in love relation ending with love is like the nice milk added little salt is completely spoiled. See, friend, because the mind cannot survive without names. Therefore, drashtu darshana drushana viramo yatra va bhavet, that place is experienced by those who are living for time pass. Now, what is the time pass? How can these three fellows disappear? One example I'll give you. Once I was called somewhere for lunch or dinner, and then after you go, the food is never ready, so you have to wait. And without eating, I don't go. I'm very pointed to the job. Then I said, never mind, I'll read some newspaper. They had a son, about 7, 8 years. No, no, sir, you can't read newspaper. You have to play with me that carom. I said, come on here, I don't know how to play that. No, no, I'll teach you. I had to take food. Where is the choice? Choiceless existence. It's all right. He put it and started playing, and I don't know anything. He was taking many coins. Then I said, it is a prestige issue. Then I started playing my sannyasi tricks. When my turn came, I asked him, hey, whose photo is that? He looked that side. I take 2, 3 and put it. Simple rule of life is theft is a crime if you are caught. It's the truth. And I was caught third time. And he started crying, Mommy, Swami, this is a cheat. I said, come on, here, I will not do it now. Okay, I will do it. And again we started the same technique as putting in his pocket. And meanwhile, his mother called, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, hey, come on, let's go and eat food now. Forget about this. No, no, now we have to complete the game. We have to play. You cannot go halfway. Be attentive. For that child, victory and defeat was an issue. For me, it was a time pass. The way I tell you this story, now apply the same story in Bhagavad Gita. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. When you do anything in life, two options. Either you win or you are defeated. When you win, you gain. When you are defeated, you lose. When you gain, you are happy. When you lose, you are miserable. Same krutva. When you are equanimous. Naivam papam avapsasi. You don't incur sin. Meaning, your mind does not precipitate with any impressions. That mind is like a mirror. Mirror has no past. Mirror has no personality. Think. That is the vision. And this is possible. Another simple technique. That experience from what you learn, that experience doesn't create impressions on your mind. Impressions are only two, likes and dislikes. And that is the technique. This is what is told here. Drashtu darshana drushyanam viramo yatra va bhaved dushti tatraiva kartavya na nasa gravalokini. Don't struggle looking at the tip of the nose. Not like that. See? What is meant by this thing, if you take little bit poetically, we say, walk straight in the line of the nose. So you draw the line of the nose and go into the hole. Meaning, don't get disturbed by anything. Be focused on the cause, the purpose, commitment. That is the meaning. Now, next comes the pranayam. Chittadi sarva bhaveshu brahmatvenaiva bhavanat nirodha sarva vrittinam pranayamassa uchyate. The pranayam, there are so many pranayams. And every pranayam they give so many things. If you do this thing, like one is the what you call that Bhastrika pranayam. The second one is the Anulom Vilom pranayam. Third one is the Kapal Bhati. And you do this thing, this will happen, that will happen. See, and I do not know what some many people have seen in India. Whenever they are all by themselves, train, flight, when they are sitting, they will be doing like this. So I asked one day, I say, what are you doing it? Is it nail polishing or what? He said, no, Swami, they say when you do like this, your hair stop falling. I said, there should be hair to fall. Everything is only pertaining to the body, body, body. See, friends. About pranayam, I'll tell you certain deep secrets. Be very attentive. See, all the spiritual practices in yoga, they are aimed at only one thing, that the body and the mind must be separated. Till such time, the mind is holding on to the body, mind is bound to think in relation to that body. You cannot avoid it. Take your own example. You can see everywhere. One mother is talking about her son. See, my son is so intelligent. He keeps on asking me so many questions and I don't know how to reply. When that lady is talking about her son, do you think other mother will listen to her? She will cut her throat. Mera bachcha. Who cares? Because, be attentive, mind cannot think without a reference. And what is the reference is given to the mind? Body. And after the body identification, then mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, the whole samsara begins. See, friends, even that story I told you about Changdev Maharaj and Muktabai, living for 1400 years and living only as the body for the body. See, friends, there was another Mahatma recently, maybe 200 years or even less. He was, I read his biography, somebody has written, and person who wrote was not ordinary. He was the High Court judge of Bangalore High Court. And I went to his Samadhi also. And he was in 1755 when he was the son of the king of Patiala. So Mughals have attacked that state and many people were killed. So this young man, maybe in his about 50s or 40s, he rode the um, horse all the way came to Delhi and met the then Mughal Basha, Jafar or somebody. And he said, please stop this battle. We accept the defeat. I want peace. No more killing. Then that Mughal Basha told him, if you want peace, listen from me. I am the Shahenshah of India, Hindustan ka Basha. But I don't have peace. If you want peace, seek him. Then that young prince, he straight away, instead of going back to Patiala, he went toward Haridwar Rishikesh. And the whole story goes long. During that period, he learned the Kalpakaya Siddhi. And in that, he changed his body 3 times. He became 280 years of age. And he had many divine experiences. And last time when he came to Bangalore near Nandi Hills, And this judge who wrote his biography, he was his disciple. And that time, last time when he wanted to do the Kalpakaya, he failed and he died. So after living for 300 years, what is achieved? This only happens because body, body, body is the main focus. So here, whatever you are doing, Yoga Shastra only helps us get rid of the body identification. And for that, pranayama is one of the most important. Normally, our understanding is the body is the container, and inside the body is the prana, which comes and goes. And inside the prana is the mind, where we feel joy and sorrows. And inside that mind is the intellect, where is the sense of I. I am telling you. And therefore, when they sit for meditation, look within and then see you are there, like a sesamum seed. And get lost. This is called as upside down understanding. The truth is the other way around. Prana is not only inside. If inner air and outer air, if their contact is cut, life is not possible. So pranamaya kosha is not inside the body, but the body is in the pranamaya kosha. And these body and the prana, they are in the manomaya kosha. So mind is the carry bag in which there is a pumpkin of body. In that carry bag, the tension is on the walls of the carry bag. Tension is not on the pumpkin. Body is never having any tension. It is the mind which is having tension. So, when this mind is holding on to the body has nothing to do with the tensions. It is the mind. All the experiences happen only to the mind. Nothing happens to body. This I discovered. Reading doesn't help it. It has to be your own experience. I tell you how it was discovered. When there was something wrong with my big toe, right big toe, something was growing, and people have got question about everything. Swamiji, what is that growing? What reply can I give? I said, it is a wisdom toe. Ignorant people have got wisdom tooth, wisdom toe. He said, you cut jokes, but this is not good. You have to get it operated. It is not good. I said, okay, Baba, I'll get it done. Don't worry. He said, no, I am doctor. I can do it. I said, okay, then do it. I went with him. Sat like this in the chair. On the stool, he asked me to put the leg and then gave local anesthesia to my big toe. After 15 minutes, then he took something and was hitting. He said, what do you feel? I said, I feel emotional. You are taking care of me. I said, not like that. Are you feeling here? I said, I am not feeling anything. That means it has become numb. I said, okay, then what do I do? You can watch the operation. And then he took the scalpel, cut next to that, and I saw the blood coming out. And he fixed that inside and took it out like a nail coming out of the foot. And he showed it completely, it has come out in one go. You are lucky. No roots are remaining inside. And then he was stitching it, and I was watching it. I thought I am realized no body pain. But it lasted only for a few minutes. When the anesthesia went away, oh God, it is so painful. That day I discovered experiences happen to the mind. Nothing happens to the body. be attentive where all the experiences happen, to that mind, what care we give, and where no experiences happen, to that useless body, how much attention we give. Whole life goes only body, body, body. If you mind your mind, you are really step on the right step of spiritual evolution. See, and therefore, when the mind is holding on to the body, there will be impact of the hold on the body on the mind, and therefore the mind will always think in relation to the body. Like you are in this beautiful country, your origin is India. Many of you must not even seen what India is except of the atlas, yet your thoughts are about India because you are identifying with that country. Think. Therefore, if we really want the spiritual growth and we really want to know what is spirituality, first step is this. We have to get rid of the body identification. And body is that which is born, which is growing, which will die. Nobody can stop it. Bhagwan Sri Krishna Yogeshwara, he could have maintained his body. How he allowed his body to disappear? Other will also think, I want to remain eternally alive. For what? Poor people keep on repairing the same cloth and putting on. Rich people throw away. Our dad is so rich, 84 lakhs of dresses. Sometime human being, sometime bandar, sometime gada. Enjoy. See, friends. Therefore, all the problems are only because of body identification. If this is not accepted and practiced, you may do anything. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. Keep on doing, nothing is going to help you. Now the question comes, how this pranayama helps us? So we must know basics. The body and the mind, they are held together by the glue of prana. Like the envelope and the postal stamp, they are held together by thin layer of glue. And when we have wrongly pasted the stamp on envelope and we want to remove it, it will be torn. So what we do, we put that envelope with the stamp fixed into the water, jala samadhi. And then that water will loosen the glue and you can peel off comfortably without tearing the stamp. Exactly the same way. The body and the mind, they are glued together by the glue of the prana. Pranayama is a process by which we loosen the addition between the body and the mind. And this is achieved in three ways. One is under compulsion. Second is under ignorance. And third is under wisdom. Under compulsion is death. What is death? The body dies, mind never dies. Then under ignorance, deep sleep. Mind is there, but it is not identified with the body. And therefore in deep sleep we are nobody. So mind is not a problem. Identification of the mind with the body, that identified aspect of the mind, that is the problem. See friends, How come we say in deep sleep mind is there? If mind is not there, there cannot be blood circulation, there cannot be digestion, there cannot be growth of the hair, there cannot be nail growth. All these things happen because the mind is still there. In a dead body, this doesn't happen. The mind is not there. So, mind is not the problem. The ability of the mind to think is also not a problem. The problem is mind is identified with the body and it starts thinking helplessly with reference to that body. If we are convinced of this, then what will be our spiritual practice? Only aim at this. Start playing. What it is like being other than the body. Like if I am other than this mic, what it is like being other than the mic. So the mic is held by a clamp. Oh, there is no clamp around my neck. It's not because I'm not the mic. Somebody can tap the mic. Mic, nobody is tapping me. Because I am not the mic. Meaning, anything that is happening to the mic is not happening to me. Thus, slowly, we start practicing. Be attentive. What will be the ultimate practice? To the extent we lose body identification while living in this world, to that extent, our burden of intensity of desires about the worldly objects and worldly relations will be reduced. We desire objects only after body identification. We have relations only after body identification. See, friends. Therefore, how do we know that we are progressing in the right direction? Two things will happen. Possessions and relations will not be an issue in our life. And if we look within, what is the issue of our life? Only these two things: possessions and relations. And therefore, pranayam is practiced. Now, when we practice pranayam, what happens? We breathe normally in a healthy condition 15 times per minute. So it comes to 216 times per 24 hours. And all this breathing, we do not do, it happens. We never say, come on here, I've been breathing for quite long now, I want to stop. Because we don't breathe. Breathing is happening. But what happens? We keep on eating like a last supper, and food is so much in the body, digested, undigested, all that. So part of the food goes in the tissue formation, repairing the tissues. Part of the food goes in providing the energy to the body, muscles, bones, and mind. And the third part of the food, which is unrequired, excreted by the digestive system, by metabolism, it is thrown out of the body. The third part is again of three types: solids, liquids, and gaseous. Solids go out through the fecal material, liquids through the urination, and toxic gases keep on accumulating in our bloodstream. And those toxic gases, they are responsible for instigating the mind to throw the thoughts. They act as stimulus. It is something like that. When somebody has got constipation, you can see from his face, hey, why are you looking like this? What to do, yaar? I got constipation. See, these toxic gases, constipation is irritation. Then what is to be done? Like we have to go at least twice to the toilet, etc. In the same way, at least twice, morning and evening, you sit for some time and breathe deep. Deep breathing and deep breathe out. By this, what happens? The exchange of the toxic gases and oxygen takes place clearly in our lungs. And by that process, slowly, those toxins are eliminated from the bloodstream and the body, and the mind is less disturbed. And if this is not done, like what we do not do, then all the toxins get accumulated in the joints, which is the space between the two bones. Then those toxins keep on eating the heads of the bone, keep on eating the cartilaginous disc if it is there, keep on dehydrating the synovial fluid, and ultimately all the joint pains begin. That is why in Ayurveda it is called as Sandhivat. Vata is air. Those toxins, Sandhi is the joint. And therefore all these problems come. So when we do deep breathing, slowly, all those toxins are removed and the blood is free from the constipation of toxic gases. To that extent, we start remaining very light. Mind is no more burdened by those toxins. And therefore, pranayama is practiced, and with this, slowly the requirement of the oxygen is reduced. As a result, breathing becomes very slow and shallow. And to the extent the breathing is slow and shallow, to that extent, body and the mind are separated without undergoing death or sleep. In simple terms, this is called as hibernation. You see, the frogs or amphibians, they go in hibernation. For months together, they don't breathe, but they don't die. So the mind is merged in the total mind, and therefore there is no individuality. See, friends, by this process, we slowly separate the body and the mind, and once you get the knack of it, then you will be able to withdraw from any place, any theme, any discussion, any talk, anywhere with a click of a mouse. What happens with us? I should not say, but Arey Baba, when you know I should not say, why don't you keep your mouth shut? But then it comes like a vomit, and we have to talk. No control. See, therefore, the sign of practicing pranayama to lead to body disidentification is our breathing becomes extremely slow and extremely shallow. Bhagavan Sri Krishna, nasabhyantara charinam. Breathing is so slow and shallow as if the air is moving within the nostrils. Nasabhyantara charinam, moving only within the nostrils. It is so slow and so shallow. When this is practiced again and again, regular basis, one day by God's grace, it clicks that I am no more living as the body, but living through the body. I am no more living as the mic, but I am talking you through the mic. When that mic was making a noise, grrr, I was not making that. Oh, we thought you are making it. See, friends, in the same manner, whatever things to happen to the body, they will keep on happening, but your goal of merging in the absolute will never be disturbed. Meaning, miseries will come in your life, but you will never become miserable because now you have learned the art of disidentification. We should have that. It's a very high quality spiritual practice. And this I learned from one sweet little girl. She is a computer engineer in Gujarati girl in USA. I know her when she was hardly 2 3 years. Now she's grown up, very extraordinary intelligent. She got scholarship all through. Every time she was top. And she comes for the talks, and also when I am staying with them, she will be sitting on the dining table, not utter one single word. It's not she's bored. She is enjoying. You can see from her eyes and face. She's not getting bored. So I asked her, I said, hey, don't you feel like talking? She said, Swami, I don't want that what I should talk. There is no need. Even if I talk or I don't talk, it makes no difference. So why should I talk? So you tell me what more guru you want. Therefore, the simple principle, guru is not a person somewhere with a beard and all weird face. See, if we are ready to learn, everything and every being is our guru. But if we refuse to learn, then God cannot teach us. Therefore, friends, real spiritual practice is become aware of all these phenomena. And then we will understand the meaning of pranayama is not for the body, but separate the mind from the body. And with that separated mind, what to do? Chittadi sarva bhaveshu brahmatve naiva bhavanat. See? Now this mind is now free from body identification. Now this mind is available to us. You know how the mind is not available to us? One elderly gentleman, a Dadaji. You know, these old people, Dadaji and Nanaji, they are so much attached to their grandchildren. Their grandchildren are fed up of these oldies. They cannot leave them. So he told me, Swamiji, have you seen that Sri Krishna serial? I said, look here, I have seen the original one. Who will see the serial? No, 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 not that way. You know, when I see that serial and when I see that Krishna acting there, you know, I am reminded of my grandson. I said, Hat tere ki to. By seeing the child, you should remember God. And by seeing the God, you remember a useless child. See how the mind is. Every experience can tell you, bring you to this point. Mind cannot think without a reference. Don't give mind any reference. No struggle. Become mother, the children will trouble you. Become husband, wife will trouble you. Become a neighbor, neighbor will trouble you. Become a brother, brother will trouble you. Remain as nobody, no trouble. But we don't like this simple. We like complicated. See, stand in cold water up to the chest deep. Raise your hand above your head with a Rudraksha mala in the hand. You should not become wet. Or all the japa that you have done will be washed away with Ganga. And do the Gayatri japa 2400,000 times. Om Murmu Bur 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 Bur. That you will do. But the simple thing that we tell you, it is not possible. See? These two things which I told you, again I am repeating. Before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question. Is it necessary to talk? And don't talk to yourself. How to practice this? Don't talk to yourself. When to start it? I have given a name to this yoga. This is my special yoga. I call this yoga, don't talk to yourself. This yoga is called as commode yoga. The moment in the morning you go and land on the commode, start this yoga. Till the job is done, you are not going to talk to yourself. Give it a try. Remember, this is not a commode. Relax. Don't be tense in life. You see, all your problems will be dissolved. Problems are never solved. They have to be dissolved. See? And for that, this pranayama is indicated. Then chittadi sarva bhaveshu brahmatve naiva bhavanat. Now we do the bhavana. Now what is the bhavana? Start playing. Be attentive. I'll give 3 steps. Are you ready to suffer for another 5-10 minutes? No or yes?
Yes.
Ready to suffer? Okay. No. Brahma is Bruhatvad Brahma. That which is bigger than the biggest. Now we are all awake. I hope we are all awake. In this waking experience, which is bigger than the biggest? Bigger than the biggest is the space. There is nothing bigger than the space. So, Brahmatve naiva bhavanat. Now do this bhavana. What it is like being the space. Don't do the wrong way. I am the space. No. You are not inert. Space is inert. Space is objective. So start playing. Sit quietly wherever you are, whichever way, and start playing. What it is like being a space. What must be the experience of the space? Initially, the mind will remain quiet, then it will start getting suffocated because no practice of remaining quiet without going to sleep. Then give data to the mind so that the mind is kept alive. Now start finding out what is the space's experience. So the experience of the space is it supports everything. It opposes nothing, but it doesn't get influenced by anything. Now this we practice. There are so many things in this world. We are not opposed to anything in this world. At the same time, we are not influenced by anything in this world. This world has been always like this. There are good people, there are bad people. There is sometime too much of rain, sometime no rain. This is how the world is. What great about it? But while I am practicing space. When you sincerely practice this, net result will be possessiveness of worldly things will be reduced, and you will start emptying all the contents around you. We have to learn to give up, learn to empty yourself. First, start from the possessions around. So many of them, so many of them. After this is achieved, from the gross space, Brahmatvenaiva Bhavana, then we go to the subtle space. That is the mind space. Now, like the gross space is not affected by the gross world, in the same manner, the mind space is not affected by the thought world. No thought will ever disturb us. Don't insist for good thoughts. Let any thought come and go, who cares? But the yoga fellows unnecessarily fight with the mind. Chitta vritti nirodha. Why? Where poor thoughts will come? Will they come in the nose? You blow them out. Let them come, who cares? No thought should have the freedom to disturb us. This is the second. Brahmatvenaiva Bhavana. Don't fight with the mind. You know what happens? One example will make it clear. I went to somebody's house and they had a child. Spoiled. Indian parents spoil the children. The Europeans, they are very smart. There was a big hall like this and some wire also like this. Two kids came running. Both of them got entangled in the wire and fell down. One was European child, one was Indian brand. Both the mother standing in the other end. Indian mother came running. Oh, beta, beta, you fall. Who made you fall the wire? Oh. What is the message? Others are responsible for your miseries. And the European mother came. Hey, come on, get up. Can't you see it properly? Get up. Don't cry. What is the message? You are responsible for everything in your life. See, friends, too much of babying. Never praise the children on their face. See, friends, but all the parents, the same mistake they do. You know, he's telling so much, he's so intelligent, and that Dumbo is listening. The orchard, this is called as a good thing. Then he will repeat it. See, friends. And then we say, children don't listen. You have spoiled them. Now don't blame. Prune them. Then they will look beautiful. Don't allow them to grow wild. See? In this manner, slowly we stop getting disturbed by any thought. And then we come to the third step. The third step is the conscious space, Chidakash. In Chidakasha, there are three factors: the experiencer, the experiencer, and the experienced world. All these three things do not have any impact on us. Dukkeshu anudvignavanaha, sukeshu vigataspruhaha, vitaraga bhayakrodha, stitadihi muni uchyate. No experience are good or bad. Bad experiences do not disturb, and good experience do not make us slave to repeat the same good experience. No. Sukeshu vigataspruhaha. Then only we are liberated from this relative world. See, friends, this is what is meant here, that chittadi sarva bhaveshu brahmatvenaiva bhavanat. The first, look at the gross world, but don't get influenced by it. Then let there be good or bad thoughts in the mind, be indifferent to them. And then let there be good experiences, bad experiences come and go. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. These three things, when we start consciously practicing, then we have understood this mantra. Chittadi sarva bhaveshu brahmatve naiva bhavana nirodha sarva vritti nam. Then all your thoughts will be naturally held suspended, because mind had stopped reacting. Then our mind comes to the stage like that of the mirror. Mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, at the same time retains nothing. That is the quality of the mind. We have to come to that level. In that mind, the truth is revealed 100%. Such masters are called as Jivan Mukta. They are very much like any one of us. But we are not able to recognize them because they are not extraordinary, they are ordinary. See, friends. Therefore, Nirodha Saravrittinam Pranayamasya Uchyate. This is the meaning of pranayam. See, where is the air pumping inside? But we get lost only in that, and that becomes the pranayam. Like long life cannot be the goal of life. Health cannot be the goal of life. Like to have a big house cannot be the goal of life. Very big house. The only problem is there is no servant to clean. And then such a big house, nobody knows. Then we have to make some parties. You please come to our house, Then what? See, now let us take it. This is typical in USA. When I go to Swamiji, I'll take you to the tour of the house. I said, where are the wild animals are in the kitchen? Why we should go to the tour of the house? In the first time, somebody took me, and they didn't know that I have been traveling my whole life. So he started telling. It was raining. He was driving me. Swamiji, you will see. Now, when rains increase the speed, the wipers automatically start moving fast. When the rains go down, they automatically become slow. Then we reach home. Now see, the gate of the thing will automatically open. And then we entering the home. He said, see, automatically door will open. Then he said, you like to wash your hands? I said, yes. So when I went to the sink, don't do anything. Put your hands below, automatically water will come. Then he took me to the toilet. Here you don't have to flush. Automatically the flush happens. I said, may I ask you an automatic question? He said, yes. I said, when you sit, it happens automatically or you have to do? Automatic. See, friends, what will you do? So many possessions and so many accumulations around you. See, friends, this is called as pranayam. See, friends, withdraw from this world. And withdraw doesn't mean become bored. Dispassion. It's a depression. Depression and dispassion, they are alike. Depression is unhealthy condition of the mind. Dispassion is the healthy condition of the mind. A dispassionate man is enjoying life. A depressed man is suffering in life. Now you decide where do you stand. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.